The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. Brought to you this week by Fortune Transportation of Windham. Fortune Transportation would like to congratulate John Irwin on being this week's Athlete of the Week. Fortune Transportation strives for excellence, and John's work ethic and his willingness to do what it takes to get the job done mirrors his dedication on the field. We are happy to have him as one of our employees and want to recognize his athletic success. And I am joined right now by Windham senior John Irwin, who has been our Athlete of the Week a couple weeks ago, and we're finally getting the chance to chat with him. Congratulations, John.
Thank you.
Well, let's go back to that Mountain Lake meet, the first meet of the season, and the first meet of the year is always a little bit difficult. And Mountain Lake's course is a challenging course. Tell me a little bit about the mindset going into that meet, and you ended up winning it by quite a margin.
Well, I didn't think it was too challenging because I like courses that are like that with like the sharp turns and like the really big hills. That's my favorite because while it brings a lot of people down, very few people like have the mentality that the harder courses are actually easier to run, because when you have to go uphill, there's also a downhill and that will push you a lot further.
And as the season has gone on now, obviously you guys had the Eagle Invite on Monday, and being a senior running in the Eagle Invite for the last time had to be a pretty special day to not only win individually, but also to get the team victory on Monday.
It was really special, though I was a bit worried because I was in third for most of the race. And then for the last 400, I was like, this is your last home meet. Why don't you just run, and if you just drop dead, oh well.
Yeah, and I recall seeing you probably, I don't know, probably 700-800 meters to go back on the gravel area, and the St. James kid and the Heron Lake kid had both passed you and were probably about 20 meters ahead. But I know one thing that you kind of pride yourself on is the ability to finish, and by the time you'd rounded that last corner into the chute, you had quite a distance on them.
Yeah, I like to think my finishers are really good. Like, I don't like being passed at the last 400 meters. Like, it just really bothers me because I felt like I got like the victory stolen from me, or the place stolen from me, and that I should have tried harder if I really wanted it, then I would have tried harder.
Team-wise, though, it's got to be exciting to see the success that we've had as a team this year, because you guys had 5 top 10 finishers at the Eagle Invite. When you consider that St. James was at the meet, and St. James is a pretty solid squad, putting 5 guys in the top 10 at the home course, that's a pretty solid accomplishment.
I'm really excited for our boys team. They are phenomenal. I wouldn't take anyone else over them. They are really good. They're hardworking, and it's more so not really a team, but more so a brotherhood. Like, that's how close we've gotten and how like close we run together, and everyone wants to make it to state because I believe 100% this is the team that could do it this year.
And how important from your vantage point is the off season? Because we talked to you in track season last year, and 3 months went by since the last time we chatted. Coach Pletcher said that you put in over 350 miles during the summer.
Yep.
And based on your teammates, I know Isaac runs a lot, Nick runs a lot, Jay runs a lot, Cameron runs a lot. All those guys run a lot. But
350 miles is a lot of miles in a season, in a off season.
I say the off season is actually a really pinnacle part of it because while you could be resting and relaxing, or you could be making yourself better, like you could be getting stronger, and like there are people in other teams who will just relax and wait till actual practice to start again. Then you have the people who right when they're done, and then they go right out into the off-season training, and then to try to get themselves better for the next season.
Mm-hmm. You know, you guys head to Jackson, weather permitting today,
Yep.
and you know it's a tough course. You know, more of a speed course, kind of like ours, but more teams at this meet, and you know the competition level is going to be vastly increased today down in Jackson.
I say we can handle it. I mean, we've been put up against Marshall, Pipestone, Laverne, I believe it was Laverne, and HLO, MCC. We've been put up against all of those, and for as little of a boys varsity team we have compared to other teams, we still manage to stand our ground and do very well together.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be too surprised if the boys do well. I'd be more so surprised if they like don't exceed my expectations. Because for them, they're pretty high up there, and they always go above it. It's either one or two. And last year for section cross country, I beat Michael Suda and got second. And then then in track, it's when I got first for my section in the 2 mile, because the 2 mile is a really hard race and it gets really boring after like lap 5. Back from the Dead by Skillet, really good song. Everyone is like saying that not like just Michael Suda, but the entire Pipestone team is my rival. Like our team, like theirs is Jackson, but just me, it's the entire Pipestone team. And then it's either Suda, the Redwood Valley guy, or I'm hoping soon to be Kurt Tabis, because we haven't ran against him yet, but really hope that I can stay up there with him. I'd say insane. Running. Running and working out. I like to draw, read, and I also do speech, and I'm in discussion for that category.
Well, that should be all we need from you. Congratulations again, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Brought to you this week by Fortune Transportation of Windham. Fortune Transportation would like to congratulate John Irwin on being this week's Athlete of the Week. Fortune Transportation strives for excellence, and John's work ethic and his willingness to do what it takes to get the job done mirrors his dedication on the field. We are happy to have him as one of our employees and want to recognize his athletic success.